Happy holidays, everyone, and welcome to the final episode of 876411 for the year 2014. I am your host, Marc Brown. I hope you had a great holiday. Eat up no food, no fruit cake, drink no, you know what I mean? Drink responsibly, of course, party responsibly, of course. But yeah, man, grateful to be here to the final show of the year. And of course, you don't know what that means. This is our year end special. So today, we're going to look at some of the biggest happenings, biggest artists, biggest events, and the biggest news stories of 2014 in the world of Jamaican entertainment and pop culture. And also, we're going to look at Sting 2014, look at the highlights and lowlights of the show. Not many of the former and a few of the latter, but we're going to get into that as well and review that. So let's go with the latter first. Let's start with the more recent things. So, of course, Sting 2014, 31st edition of Dancehall's greatest show, most storage show, was up last night at Jam World Boxing Day and thing. Of course, as I told you last week, it was a different format this year with two shows in one. A reggae show to start off, Fire at Midnight, and then a dancehall show starting with you have Fabulous Five Divas and then going into the bigger artists and then the clashes later on in the evening. So first off, start with the reggae part of it. I really like the reggae segment. I have to say, I watched that online. It was very, very interesting to watch. Kabaka Pyramid, I thought was very good. To me, it was one of the better artists who performed at Sting. Did a lot of his songs. Never gonna be a slave. His song with Protege. Did a whole bunch of tunes. You can look up for that on YouTube. Most of the performances there on YouTube. So anybody who never catch up, you can watch them on YouTube. Also can watch them on the 87641 Facebook page. We'll have them up on live. So if you miss them, if you miss thing article and never get a stream or nothing, then we'll have it the video of them on there. So then I thought he did very well. I think Iwan was good. I thought Capleton, but man, if you really want to see a true performance, you really want to get energized for something, that's what a Capleton performance. Him shell down the place. Him absolutely shell down the place. He was arguably the best performer for overall when you bring both sides together. Him just blaze the fire and go through him litany of classics and them thing there, and him really bring the house down at Jam World. Big up to Capleton, real artist that you understand. Taras Riley come shell down the place. I care shell down the place. A lot of really good performances. Ivan Mar was decent. I think the reggae show overall was a well produced kind of thing. It went a little longer than expected because remember it was Fire at Midnight. It started a little late and then got dragged out. A lot of the performances lasted longer than maybe I had expected. But overall, I thought the reggae part of the show was a nice touch. Adds a little different element to the thing. And I think it's something which I should continue with in the future, try and get people interested to get more of a different crowd. I remember say again, Sting, hardcore, dancehall, raga crowd. They don't know, say, they want the excitement and everything. But if Sting I go get back to a level where it used to be, you're going to have to pull in new viewers. And to do that, you're going to have to rely on the reggae acts as well. So I think the reggae show was a nice touch. Then you go to the Fabulous Five. I mean, to be honest with you, the outfits on a lot of these ladies stood out more than the performances. Although Aishana's was decent, she come out in one big red suit and you see her body them and everything. I said, no, so why Aishana deal with like I want it. Is she going to the stage or is she going to the bedroom? Like she looked so amazing last night and everything. Just I try to seduce the man with her thing. But overall, like it wasn't anything to write home about. There were some decent performances in that segment. There was controversy though when Tiana, one of the Fabulous Five, them cut off her performance about 3 or 4 minutes in, despite the claim it was because she had cursed or some other business, and I don't get that. Like I'd sing everybody curse, everybody do all sort of foolishness. So I don't know what that was about. But yeah, so again, not much really. They also had stylish, they also had confidence, this a former Magnum Kings and Queens contestant. Very beautiful, very, familiar from that show. And things. So you had that. And then now you have the clash segment them. Now people, me not tell no lie. Me not tell no lie. The clash thing at Sting kind of die out from Cartel and Mavado. You see, from that now, it's like every single clash is like it's here, and the rest of the clash them just deteriorating down. Like on a serious note, like Massacre and DeMarco, like the two of them just come in like them just a trace, and Ray. DeMarco come out and do him set them. My big up Cartel. Listen to me. All of these artists, I couldn't tell you how many artists from the start of this show until the end that big up Vibes Cartel in them performance to get a forward. Listen to me. Me know say Cartel is Portmore's greatest product musically. Certainly, one of the most lyrical artists of all time. But please, you have to stop using name to get a forward from the sense that every time Cartel name, people will cheer for you and all of that kind of thing, and we'll get your performance up there. Listen, if you have to rely on Cartel's name to get a forward or to get the crowd behind in your performance, then that not gonna help your performance one bit. As a matter of fact, it exposes your weaknesses as a performer because you're supposed to have the catalog and your swag, your persona, your ability to draw people in with your content. That's supposed to get forward. You're not supposed to have to rely on calling Cartel name to get forward. And to an extent, Buju's name as well, although that's more understandable. That's done at times and thing. But because Cartel is the Portmore, the hometown guy, and thing, and him in prison, them feel them have to do it. So DeMarco and the Massacre now have them thing. Massacre come up on stage. He disappointed me, to be honest with you. Like, I'm still waiting to see this talent that we have been hearing from Massacre. He has talent. There's no question about it. But his performance left a lot to be desired. Reminded me of Alkaline at some fest, and never really drew the crowd. The crowd shut off on him. Never really, did a cheer for him or pull up for him or nothing like that. So never really get no forward. And then there was a clash between DeMarco's entourage and Massacre entourage afterwards, and that they caused a whole bunch of ruckus and them thing there. And then now, later, near the end, you have the two big clashes now. So Tommy Lee, Sparta versus Gage, the two ex-cartel protege them, and another ex-cartel protege, Rhino against Kip Rich, the rematch from last year and thing. So the first one now, whole bag of thing in the crowd. Apparently, firecrackers did set off, gunshot did fire, people are scattered all about the place, and it just caused a whole mess. And Tommy Lee, being the peacemaker, I have to applaud him still. Him come out, he might try to settle down the crowd and tell the people them, yo, no stop the foolishness, Ray and Tia, and calm yourself down. We try just have a clash, we just try to make it a lyrical team, and him call out Massacre and DeMarco for the whole raucous otherwise behind backstage and thing. And so him and Gage come out, them do them thing. Tommy Lee pretty much had his way with Gage. This was Gage's first thing. Definitely looked out of his element to an extent. He's a rookie at this thing. So he just learn off a warm up to them kind of big show. Right? So that was the first thing. And then now Black Rhino come. Black Rhino and Tommy Lee actually did a little set together that was good to see. And then now Kip Rich come out, and that's when the whole thing turn over now. When Kip Rich come out, him don't even let Rhino DJ, Him just keep and him just sing with him lyrics them and don't even give Rhino a chance to respond properly. The man just take over the entire thing. This cause a preface now where Rhino go over and push Kip Rich, and the two man them just cuss each other off and Ray. And now police get involved. They might try to restart the clash, and then when Rhino come back now after Kip Rich says something about him, they cut off the mic and the show prematurely end, and that was that. That wasn't really a clash. It was really just Kip Rich talking over Rhino to try and get back his get back a win from last year when Rhino did trounce him. That wasn't a clash. I'm sorry. Sting need to do a better job of organizing these clashes and getting more artists to just remember say it's a lyrical thing, not a physical thing, you know. You understand what I say? It's supposed to be about who is better on the mic and not necessarily what the baddest guy. You know what I mean? And that is the thing, and that is what we have lacked with Clashes at Sting for the longest while. I mean, Cartel and Movado was that to some extent, but the two of them were professionals, and then go song after song after song, and then we'll find out as we go along who the better artist was. So, you know, you look at Supercat and Ninja Man, we talked about this last week, you know, Bounty and Peony. Yeah, you know, we need proper clashes and proper organization with this thing. And overall, I have to say, because the dancehall segment was lacking and Tommy Lee and Gage were basically closing the show, and those artists aren't necessarily elite artists in the thing, right? So you look at the people who weren't there: Beanie Man, Bounty Killer, Octane, Conscience, Busy Signal, Agent there were too many names who are missing from this show. Lady Saw, and thing, you know, and you look at it and you say, boy, is thing really the premiere show that it used to be? I mean, more people talk more with more esteem or positivity about GT Taylor's show, which happens on Christmas night every year on the West Coast, and it's really, really good. I mean, a lot of people talk about the quality, about the, you know, the mixture of genres and them things. It's a really well put together show, and I think a lot of artists prefer to do that show or go abroad than do Sting. So something have to work out where Lang have to work out that thing where because, you know, Bounty in the past and others have accused him of disrespecting them. Ninja Man also was not there and things. So I'm have to do a much better job of that. But the biggest highlight, though, I will say this, the biggest highlight by far of the dancehall segment and possibly the entire show was the one Gully Bop. Me not lie, people, my real artist watch in 2015, because if you don't see him performance at Sting, him take the show. No argument. Him take the show. Him and Capleton to me were the two best performers on the night, because Gully Bop, come on, you know, him having little, you know, little swag thing, sunglasses on, and him just come out there, you know, big first major stage show, and him look like say him a perform for 20 years. I am sorry. This man have something about him. We're gonna make people, we're gonna make him go to the next level and gonna make more and more people want to work with him, because not tell you something people. This man have a presence, this man have lyrical quality and ability to just, you know, wow people, get people saying ooh and ah, what I must say, and make things on the fly. He's just, in brain just dead it on the next level when it comes to these things. I don't know what it is. But him come out, him sing him song them and thing, and him call out Ninja Man, him call out Ninja Man, him call out Ninja Man for not coming to Sting and facing him and and him also call out Alkaline and Black Rhino as well with a bag of things, the full performance again on the 87641 Facebook page. And I tell you, him go hard with it, man. Him go hard with it. And not only that, him have a song out right now. We just come out not even a day after seeing at this Black Rhino and Ninja Man run them around call it. We said, man, not even wait a day. Come in like Cartel when they do last man standing after him beat my father. No man, it's a crazy thing, but no, Gully Bop take the show, and I really hope him build off this. I hope him start get shows. We'll get him a little bit when I go into the year in review, of course. We'll talk about artists to watch and them thing there. But I tell you, Gully Bop, do your thing, really good performance, and I think the people then will look at this and say, you know, so this man have potential, our real potential to make something more time career. So really good job. But overall, could have been better. I'd probably grade it a B minus. Again, lot to be desired. Not many big names on the docket, on the dancehall side, and them thing there. So it definitely needs to get back up there. Then you need to work out when you work out with the big artists them and get them on the show. Because Star Power, I want to make this thing draw. You understand? Star Power attract the viewers and all them things. So definitely something I have to work on for 2015. Zine? All right. No, we'll get to our year in review. 2014. Oh, put this now. 2014 was a very interesting year, both in a good and a bad way in the world of Jamaican entertainment and music and pop culture. So we came into this year, you know, the hysteria over Tessantin winning the Voice and all of that, and people were excited in music again. People were getting like really excited to see what go on in 2014 and see which artists are coming and see if there's a renaissance in the music. And really, we didn't really get that after all. I mean, you look on it, dancehall and reggae. Now, reggae was again steady in 2014. Chronics did have him tune them. Kabaka Pyramid did have him tune them and thing. And them was doing them things same way, Riante Protege as well. He's my Protege and Chronics, who knows? One of the baddest songs of 2014. But it was doing this thing. Dancehall though, I have to say, I cannot, this is probably the year in which I really can't name 5 great dancehall songs in a year. Seriously, I can't name 5 because it was really a year in which a lot of the bigger artists were less on the scene from a standpoint where you never really see them all around the place. I mean, they had a few songs here and there, DeMarco Puppy Tail and the song with Cartel and Spice, as raw as it is good. I mean, it's Cartel and Spice, everybody expects them wrong, right? But, it's really not a whole lot you can say from a dancehall perspective in terms of hit songs, you know what I mean? So, in that sense, it was a real rough year for the genre. You understand? Really rough year. I don't know what it is, but it just was tough. So, you look on that now, and as I said, Protege and Chronics, who knows, bad song, bad song. Chronics, Capshalan, not a bad song, and he's definitely, for me, one of the premier reggae artists of the year because him take reggae to another level again. And remember the Tonight Show appearance when they performed Here Comes Trouble, and I was Jesse Royal thing, I was Janine thing on the show and all of that. So him definitely carrying the banner for reggae music right now and thing. Glad to see Protege back on the scene, as I said earlier, with Kabaka Pyramid are doing thing. And these are the artists now that will continue to kind of wave the flag for reggae music because trust me, it's a very positive movement we see the youths are do, and we want to see it more and more in the new year. So that is a definite thing. Now, as far as artists of the year is concerned, as I said with reggae, probably we'll go with Chronics and with Kabaka Pyramid at close second. 1 year, 1B really. I think they were really outstanding this year. But on the dancehall side, again, because the lack of content, of top quality content, where you latch on to a man's song or a woman's song or a couple songs, and say, some artists really take over the area. But really can't name one. But here's the thing now. You see, we look on it and we say, well, okay, Conscience not really go on with nothing, IRT not really go on with nothing. Was Idonia kind of calm down him thing this year. I remember him saying going through a transformation that is more spiritual now. So look for time I say, is it possible that an artist who is in prison right now, sentenced to life, could still be running dancehall? And to be honest with you, the answer to that is yes, because to me, Cartel is the artist of the year for 2014 because him still have tunes out there were decent, Box Lunch, we have Box Lunch out, we have the song with Spice as I mentioned, Miami Vice episode and a couple of others. And it's not Cartel like heights of Cartel from 2003 to 2009 when he was on us absurdly higher level than everybody else, right? In the genre. But you look on it and you say, why? Because nothing really going on. I mean, he has to get it by default. I mean, nobody else is really producing decent enough songs. So I look at it and I said, why? Who else is out there? Nobody is really taking the mantle. And again, I feel like I'm saying this every year, people. Somebody needs to come and really take the mantle now that he is gone. Because at some point, all the Cartel tune them were there before him go to prison and Rianti go run out and them thing there. I don't know if I'm going to allow him to record from behind bars at some point, because remember there was some after he got convicted earlier this year of murder that they might have passed a thing where they might not allow him to record in prison. So I don't know, after when things start to fade away, like who are going to take this thing over? Who is going to stand up and say, yes, I'm going to take the pressure and expectation that this genre put on me, that the forefathers put on me, and really get this thing out there to a new level where we have a hope, we have something to latch on to. Zine, somebody need to do it because right now, me not see nobody who are really take that man. All of those artists me name, we're supposed to be those people, but I have not been those people, and I've yet to really show that they can really elevate themselves to that really elite level where they can dominate the team. So we just have to hope and pray say something happen because we want to see dancehall back to where it was about 6-7 years ago when it was really, really, really nice. Is what I said. That we want to see. Zine. So you look on those. I know you look on the biggest news stories of 2014. Oh, before that, we bring up best new artists. I know everybody going to say Gully Bop. Honestly, I'm going to say Gully Bop because there weren't that many great new artists that came out this year. I mean, you had Gage, you had a couple songs that were okay that really got you into it, but still need to see more from him. Big up Cranium, good artist based in New York right now. You have this song, of course, Nobody Has to Know, which was another contender for Song of the Year. Really good song. Was on the Billboard, one of the Billboard charts there, and I picked as high as number 3. Really got a lot of attention, good attention from the masses. And also the song Lifestyle really put himself together as an artist. He have good lyrical content about him and delivery. And he recently signed a deal with Atlantic Records. Of course, remember the artist who's more synonymous with Atlantic Records from a dancehall perspective is Sean Paul, who was there for so long, won a Grammy with them, released several hit albums under them. So this is big for dancehall, for young artists like that to get a big deal like that just out of the gate. That is really good. So we really hope to see Cranium build on that momentum, and I hope that this deal with Atlantic, this reported deal with Atlantic, really takes him to a level where maybe he can be one of the leaders for the future in dancehall music. So we wish Cranium the best. But yeah, Gully Bop boy, for a man who we didn't know a month ago to come out with these songs, to come out with these performances and look like same debut for 20 or 30 years as a premier artist. My gosh, I can't even begin to describe. So what the best for him as we go forward and really take over things. So for me, him and Cranium were the two standout new artists this year. And then now we go to the biggest news stories. Of course, back in April, as I said, Cartel going to prison on murder charges after what seemed like forever, 3 years, almost 3 years worth of the talk about whether we're going to be guilty or not, and pushback, dates push back and push back and push back. You wonder when this trial is ever going to happen. Then there was another murder trial, of course, where he got off not guilty, and then people were really excited saying, oh, if he get off on that, he must get off on this. But the evidence just kept mounting and mounting, circumstantial, of course, but mounting and mounting, and then finally them just said, boy, look good for you, and them send him behind bars. I know he's there for life. With 35, have to wait 35 years before he's eligible for parole. Of course, that story not only captivated the music industry, but the whole of Jamaica and the world really, because so many different like EBC, American media entities, Canadian media entities, all over the world. Remember, Carter is an international star. People know him. People see him all around. You understand? So his music connects with them. So of course, when they hear say a big artist like that get convicted of such a heinous crime, people are gonna look on it and say, John No Star, a great artist like that really get himself into that. It's a sad story, of course, because I mean, people might think of Bash Cartel from here and there, but I was one of the bigger Cartel fans back in his younger days. You understand? When he was Black Addy, as me like to call him. You understand? Like one of the premier lyricists of his time, or any time for that matter. Just the things will come out of this man's mouth, the concepts just on a different level. And to see him whisked away like that, no, him look a little, I don't know, sometimes he look fatter, sometimes he look skinnier, but to see him like that now behind bars and things, it's just sad. to see what has happened. It affected dancehall to an extent. There are a lot of people though who clamored for him to still be released. I remember right afterwards people were saying, oh, them for still releasing because the guy who him kill or allegedly kill isn't famous. When I heard that on CVM News, I just want to throw something at the TV. I'm sorry. People could not be that ignorant. You see what I say? If them get convicted for it, if them say them have evidence, I just saw the thing said. They can't really do nothing about it. But at the end of the day, really tough to see that happen. And again, Dancehall is going to have to find a way to move on past him because at some point the songs will run out, and at some point it's like, okay, we can't hear from him now, so who are going to take over? Zine, so it's a very sad case. There's an appeal going on that going to take forever, so we'll see what happens with that. There was also the Tessan Chin album release. Tessan, boy, as I said, came into this year with so much expectations, looking forward to this album, saying, yo, this is when Tessan Chin really, really go bust. Because the voice thing make people see her, but no, the album thing, if she can get a bag of good sales from this, she is a bona fide international superstar if she can do that. And then the album figures came out the first week. Most people didn't even know that the album came out July 1st. Most people never even know. Like social media and them thing there is the only way would I find out say the album was coming out on that day. There was no big promotion of the album. And then the first week sell like 6,000 odd copies, lowest for a former voice winner, and that was deflating. Of course, I did the album review show back in July when the album came out. And as I said then, really good vocals. Yeah, we don't have to worry about Tessan and vocals. Tessan and vocals shot. That lock, that is a definite thing. That is guaranteed. We're guaranteed to get great lyrics from Tessan. But as I said, production clashed with our vocals, so some of the beats just never match some of the songs or some of the content that she was providing, and it sounded so pop centric. It didn't sound like the true essence of Tessan, where she mixed up, the Jamaican roots, the rock and roll, all different genres was mixed up into one. She's so good at that, but it just sounded like it was just a one genre album, and there was only one song on the album that sounded anything like what we know Tessan to be. It have been more diverse. It could have been promoted. Yahoo Music named it as one of the 15 biggest album flops of 2014. Again, I don't think it's her fault. I think it's a learning experience. She had said so in a magazine interview that, again, she's not watching the sales, but it's a learning experience, and she's certainly not going to let this bother her at all. She's a very resilient woman, and she will definitely learn from it, try and put more of her input, more of her personality into the next project, and I'm sure the next project will be better and more of what we want to hear from this beautiful artist. And I tell you, it was a pleasure meeting her, by the way, back in April for a story that I did for the Toronto Star, which is Canada's biggest media publication. It was a pleasure to beautiful soul, and I really wish the best for her, man. She's a great person as well as an artist. And thing. There was also another Jamaican on the voice, of course, Anita Antoinette. She come on, she tried her hardest. She went to the top 10, but unfortunately just couldn't make it past that. She had a walk opportunity missed out. But she did well. I'm glad to see her because she had been on the voice before and she didn't even make it past the audition, the blind audition stage. So we hope to see at some point even Tessan and Anita work on a thing together. So that would be good to see. And what else there was? There was Yendi and Chino. My God, no sir. This is a bag of drama and mix up. Me said Yendi and Chino. We don't know. Like a lot of people, if they didn't have all the Yendi haters and the Yendi people them who think Yendi phony and real and fake, they didn't have enough ammunition before from the Asafa thing to when she and Chino did end up together and the baby picture and all of that. Then when them break up and you hear say she had demand all this money from the man, you look on it and you say, boy, like 60K for child support and royalty and all this stuff about how, these rumors flying about, how the relationship deteriorated after they broke up and all sorts of things. And Chino come out and say, seen Pitney for months. It's a very sticky situation. Please work that situation out for the sake of no picnic. Don't turn this into a media circus. Don't turn this into what Beanie and Angel was. Foota hype and Aisha, foota hype and Aisha, and my goodness gracious. All up to last night at Sting and this morning. Apparently there was some incident where with Aisha as she was trying to leave the venue and they point one foota hype and call him name and all sort of thing. Oh God, we don't need to fix in the business because that whole thing from Foota Hype call Aishana studio mattress. So Aishana call up Foota Hype for abusing her and cheating and all of these things. It was such a media circus. It was so crazy. Like at the same time, like, and then there was all these rumors recently about Foota Hype wanting a DNA test for their son, which he denied. Just fixing the business, please and thanks. See, and getting the thing worked out. And of course, we can't talk about 2014 without the chick V epidemic. Chicken gun, yeah, thing just take over the whole place. Is when I said so many of my family and friends got sick from that virus. You know, it's where that mosquito, can't pronounce its name, but that mosquito from it get on you, then you start feel like you're 50 years older than you are. You know, giant pain and rash and all sorts of different things. So many in the entertainment world were affected by it. But some in the entertainment world also decided to use this as an opportunity to make fun of the whole thing and to turn it into a song, turn into songs, turn it into other things. So you had people like Beanie Man and Wayne J. How could I forget Wayne J? Yo, this little youth, may I tell you right now, it's like a newer, more conscious even more conscious version of QQ when he was young, when he was a preteen. Man, I tell you, watch out for this artist in 2015, Wayne J. He have songs like Suck Him Out, he have songs of the Chicken Gunya song, he have other nice little songs that promote positivity and the music. Really rate what Wayne J do. And the Chicken Gunya thing helped boss him. He also had suffered from the virus, but this whole thing kind of exposed everybody to his content. I'm gonna tell you, look out for him in 2015. It was going to be something special. So the whole chick V thing, you know, just went out of control, and you know, it looks like it's a little bit under control now. So hopefully, you know, this will be the beginning of the end of that whole phase. So you know, it was a crazy thing to see. No, going into 2015, as I said, Wayne J and Cranium and J Capri also. I really liked her work in 2014. I think she's an artist to watch. All of those and Gully Bop, we pray to God, say this man can really make the most of him I do. Of course, him have a manager, Shana Chino, who him apparently saying him and she engaged and all of these things. I don't know what is going on. I just again hope that the people around him, including her, are around him for the right reasons. They're not try the bloodsuckers, they're not try to take him money, they're not try to take advantage of him because you know what I mean. Him coming from a different environment and you know his story already. So I really hope say them don't try con him or nothing like that. Want to see him on shows, want to see him, you know, with more songs, more appearances, stuff like that. Give him opportunities to really strive. So that I want to say not only the young artists come out and do them thing, but we want to see more of these feel good stories like him one and really rise in 2015. So of those, you know, we want to see dancehall get back to a level in 2015 where we can actually look on it and say if I go somewhere, it's actually there's potential for this thing. So I really hope the best for music in 2015 and the entertainment world. We need more positivity in that thing. Is what I say. So it's really just a mindset of how do we as a collectively come together and really get this thing going to the new heights where it's supposed to go. We can feel good about it. So that is that. And also a great year for 876-411. We got to thank all of the viewers, all of Uno who made this thing possible. You understand what I say? Like, got nominated for a Caribbean Blog Award earlier this month and think for Best Entertainment Blog, 876-411.com. So just 3 months of existence, already getting that buzz and getting that acclaim. It's really great to get that recognition. And we'll give thanks to the people them who nominated for that. And the views on the 876-411 video them, the review shows, we're grateful for this upturn. We thank everybody who have viewed the videos, them, including the one that we did a couple weeks ago about Lisa Hanna, the bikini thing, and Corita. That's well over 10,000 views and counting in those 2 weeks. I have to give thanks to all of you. Keep supporting the 876-411 movement. Share the Facebook page, the Twitter page, 876-411JA, and of course the website, 876-411.com, where you can see all the episodes of our shows. What go on as thing you can see on the site, all sorts of different things. So we really give thanks for the support that we got this year from you guys. Keep with the feedback. Keep telling us what's great about the show on the website, what needs to be done to make them better, stuff like that. Just keep coming with the feedback. See? So we give thanks. It's been a very interesting year. As I said, very a lot of things happened that made us raise our eyebrows, but made us smile a little bit. So we give thanks. We hope that 2015 will be a better year. We wish you all the best. Full joy the rest of the holiday season. Don't get too wild and crazy for New Year's. Is what I say. Just keep supporting the movement. We'll be off for a couple of weeks, but we'll be back in 2015 with more of the 876-411 review show. Keep spreading the word about this and all the other episodes of our shows all over social media. Keep telling people about the movement. We really appreciate it. So shout out, by the way, to the chemist who helped redesign the site. Big up him. Big up Ray King Sterling. Big up George Perry, former co-host of the show, really put the thing together. She have our Jogizka beauty thing going on right now, our makeup thing going on right now, and it'll take off a little bit. So, we give thanks to everybody who helped put this thing together, and we'll see you in 2015. Love and blessings. Happy holidays. Peace out.